is it? Hello. You're not falling down. Hey there, it's Angeline here. Now we started this live a little while ago, but we had no sound. So I'm gonna try again, and let's see if we have sound this time. Let's see. Yes. But all right, yay, we got sound. So I'm gonna sound. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Hey there, it's Angeline here. Hi, cultivators. So today we are gonna be starting some seeds. Yay! All right, so let's get our seeds started. We're gonna be starting our herbs. So today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. So because the sound wasn't working the last time, I was waiting to see if I got it back up and running. I started labeling already, so we are going to definitely be labeled. We're going to be doing some dill, some cilantro, some oregano, and some thyme. So this is my outdoor seed starter. I've noticed that a lot of my plants have been starting outside very well. Have been keeping up the weather. So we are going to get started. Again, we're using our very light potting soil. We're not using the high quality or moisture retentive soil. We're using our base. Oh, we have a bathroom run. Excuse me. There you go. We're using our base soil there today. So the last time we used a more high quality soil, not for the seed starters, but when we potted them up. So we were making little plants. But this one, we are using our regular basic soil. You can use anything to start seeds, soil. You know, people use paper towel to get them germinated. So we are going to be using our basic potting soil for our herbs. And then if we go to a bigger container, then we'll use a more higher quality soil. But just for starting, you want something dry, you want something loose. You can use cocoa cure, which I can see this is probably mixed with. You can use vermiculite, perlite. You want things just to be nice and light and fluffy. That's the main prerequisite for our starting seed soil. That's light and fluffy and light. And so the plants aren't working too hard to get to where they need to grow. So we're going to be starting some of our herbs. Usually I just seed them outside, but it's been getting warm. Also, we've had a couple of plants that, although winter and frost has happened, we've had a couple of plants that have still stayed the course out there. So our celery, we saw in our earlier video today, is doing pretty good outside. We have quite a few fall temperature plants that have survived through the frost. Spinach is also doing pretty good. I'm going to start some seeds for spinach probably next week. I don't want to start all of our seeds at the same time. We're going to have them start off in different batches. So we have some spinach inside, which I'm probably going to take out. This one we're going to take out once the summer comes because the spinach plant is getting pretty big. This one we're going to leave in. So we'll just have one on the inside and take the other one outside. But I have a larger batch of spinach, a larger breed of spinach, which is a lot bigger. So I'm going to have those grow outside. Yes. You finished. Very good. There you go. Yes. This one. Yes, there you go. All right, come on. Come on. All right, so we have our soil in here. And of course, I labeled the outside because it's 2026 and we are labeling. So I have my seed book and we're only going to be doing herbs today. We did hydroponics. We did our peppers. We potted up our peppers, but we're going to get our seedlings started here today. Oh, I forgot to get a little watering tray. Let's go get our water. So we're doing what a lot of people like to call windowsill seedlings, plants. I'm getting these started early this year because last year they had a very short growing season outside. As I said, it's kind of warm a little bit now, and we are in January. So their season, their stretch was very, very, very short. So this year we are going to be doing, as I said, oregano, thyme, cilantro, and dill. This is slow bolting cilantro, so we're going to see. So we're going to do dill in these two right here. The reason why we're doing dill in these up front, only 2 dills and 2 cilantros, is because we have dill growing right here already. And we have cilantro growing there already too. That's our alarm. So we are just going to be doing that. Dill and our cilantro. Okay, so let's start with dill. Get our seed packet out. Dill is a very, yes? You gonna do homework? Okay. So dill does not grow out of control like a lot of other plants do. It does do well indoors and outside. It is a very cool weather, a cool weather plant, so it does bolt very easily when it gets too hot. So sometimes it's good to grow it in shade if it gets warm, but not in full sun, extreme heat. So we are gonna do 3. We can do 3 in here. And we're putting them close to the top. We're not burying them too far in. Yes, Leanies? All right, so we got 3 there because we want to keep them moist. Yes? This is not a deep rooted. These are seeds. Seeds. These are dill seeds. Yes? We're just going to put them in. I drop them and I use my little tool to get them in. Get them mixed in. We don't want to put them too low. This is a seed starter. If you're seeing for any reason they're growing, the plant that you have in the seed starter is growing too langy or too skinny, you can always pot it up. Or if you grew it too close to the edge and the roots are growing out the top, you can always pot it up. So we're only doing a little bit of cilantro and a little bit of dill because we have cilantro and dill currently growing right now indoors. And those plants will be producing until it gets warm outside. So even though we're inside, the cilantro it still starts to produce a lot. It still bolts when it gets warm outside. So this is slow bolting. So we're going to use this one for outside. There we go. So this is slow bolting cilantro. So hopefully it'll last longer outside, but inside it gets in the mid-70s and apparently that is too hot. Well, I think it gets a little hotter under those grow lights and by windows where there's light. So that also adds to it. Adds to the bolting. So we're only going to do cilantro in these. We're grouping them together. They're going to stay together. We're going to pot them up together. So these plants aren't like super big for transplanting, but with these little transplant seeds, you keep the whole thing together. You don't disturb the roots and you pop it in. All right, so that's our cilantro. And we are going to grow that. These are also very good things for windowsill growth, especially in this weather, the cooler weather, so 70-degree weather. It's good for windowsill growth. No scissors. Do not. No. Put the scissors down.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Here, you use the pen.
Okay, Mom.
You're welcome. All right. Now we're doing oregano.
Mom.
Yes. Help? Okay, here you go.
Mom.
All right, so we're going to grow some oregano outside. So we got our oregano seeds. Those are also seeds. Ooh, they're very small. I almost missed some of them right there. And these are surface sow. So these stay right on the top. They are very fine. So I'm doing how many I want in each hand. And we're letting them grow right on the top. They are very, very fine. And you just let them grow on the top. So we're going to do these 4 sets right here for the oregano, and then these 4 right here. So we're keeping our oregano right on the top. They are not to be sown deep in there. For plants that are surface sowed, you put them on the top, kind of just disturb it a little bit so he get mixed in. So we're not putting holes like I did with the cilantro and the dill. We're just letting it get mixed in a little bit on the top. They're very fine. And sometimes you may want to mist those a little more often. So you add a little mist to the... Oops.
Huh? What are you homework?
Yes, you're doing your homework. So you want to add a little mist to keep it moist. Of course, we have our covers, our domes that we put on them. So our domes are going to work. And then on this side, we're going to put some thyme. We do have a thyme growing inside of our garden, but I like to take my thyme outside so it can get a lot bigger and grow. I like a little more thyme. I eat thyme in a lot more food. I use thyme very often. So the more thyme, the better. And the thyme is also another one that we're putting on the surface. They're very fine seeds. Again, when the seeds are this fine, you keep them close to the surface. They are so fine that they're just in the top of my hand.
Whoa.
Yes, very little seeds. So that's how we sow our herbs.
Whoa.
All right, Addie. Just do a little shake them up here. So, and then we get our... All right, Addie. Then we get our little mister. So let's add our water to bottom water it. This one watering. This one was outside. Put 1/3 of the water and let it slowly absorb.
The water?
Yes, that's the water.
No.
And then we give it a little mist. So let me go get a spray to mist it. But if you don't mist it, you can just use your hand and sprinkle some water on top. But with these herbs, especially the top sowers, the top needs to be moist for it to sow in well. And you cannot drop them in like how we use this tool right here to put in our seeds. So that's how we seed our herbs. Sorry about the videos that didn't have any volume. The ones that didn't have any volume, I'm going to be doing voiceovers for them. So they'll be back up another day. Thank you very much for joining. It's been Angeline and team. For more information, visit us at avgardening.com. Our next video is going to be planting some potatoes indoors. We have our inside stock set up, and we are going to be planting some of our potatoes in there. We got our light set up now. So we're going to be planting some of our potatoes in our stock next. So let's just give you a shot. That's this one. That's our next video. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you next time. Stay green always.
Bye.
Bye.